Yo, what's going on, YouTube? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Var from 20 Degrees in LA, and today we got a very special video, man. It's the first podcast, the Fragz Double Cupz. Hope y'all ready, man. I got my boy Drew from KingsGate Fragrances here in the back room. So look, we gonna get straight to it, man. I'm gonna bring it from the back room. First and foremost, you guys, we do have a giveaway. We got to get a giveaway, man. So this is your first time rocking with me, you guys. It's been a long journey, man. A very long and short journey, but we are now at our 1,000 subscriber, and that would not be possible without you guys, man. So huge salute to you guys, man. So this is what you got to do to be entered into the giveaway. Sometime during this video, I'm going to say a special word, right? You're going to know it's a special word because I'm going to say it's a special word, okay? You're going to drop that special word in the comments. Follow Drew over at KingsGate Fragrances on Instagram. Also follow your boy as well, man, at 20 Degrees in LA. I'm going to announce the winner about 2 weeks from now, you guys, and you're going to send me a screenshot. If you are the winner, send me a screenshot, man, straight to my DM. Also with your name and your address, man, and we'll get that straight to you. But without further ado, I know why you here, player. So let's go and bring in my boy Drew from KingsGate Fragrances. Let's go. Drew, what's going on, my brother?
Hey, what up, boy? What's good? What's good? What's going on, man?
Man, I'm blessed, brother. I'm blessed. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. You know, just glad to be here, supporting the channel, supporting the platform. It's all good. It's all love.
Man, I want to tell you thank you, bro. First and foremost, because this is, first of all, the very first podcast episode. So it's a huge shout out to you, man, for your time and also for your patience. But just you being, you know, a perfumer and, you know, somebody that has your own brand as well. I know that time you know, it's very, very hectic and, you know, for you, and there's a lot going on. So thank you for setting aside the time, man, to join us today. So I appreciate you, man. Not
a problem. My pleasure, bro. My pleasure.
So, man, KingsGate Fragrances, bro. What can you tell us about it? What can you tell us about you, bro?
Well, for starters, I'm Jamaican, for those who know, for those who don't know. Okay. Or maybe didn't know or never seen the man or the face behind the brand, right? This is me, Andrew Foster, Drew for short. What can I say? I'm just a regular dude, regular guy, man, regular dude, straight up, honest, disciplined, hardworking, just a regular Jamaican, average Jamaican dude. That's pretty much it. Right, that's me,
bro.
With a dream,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
been in
since we're
the
on
fragrance.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Drew.
Okay. Yeah, I've been in the fragrance community for a little while. Well, not really a little while, a number of years, and I just had a love for fragrances, and I just embarked on a journey, man. Just embarked on a journey.
So with KingsGate Fragrances, can you tell us a little bit about how you got started with KingsGate? Like, first and foremost, the name KingsGate Fragrances, right? Because I think everybody starts off with the name for their business in some way, you know, shape or fashion. How did you come up with the name? And also, like, what is KingsGate Fragrances, bro?
The name, pretty much, honestly, I'm a very sentimental person. Right, I'm pretty deep. I'm Sagittarius, so I think a lot. I internalize a lot, and I'm just always, my mind is just always going, and I'm very sentimental. So the business aspect of it came about because I had an uncle who was really, really close to me. He was like my dad. He was like my brother. We were really, really tight, right? And he passed away a couple years ago. But his dream for the family was to always have a business or something going right in the family, right? And as it relates to the name, I had another close friend, right, who actually did pass away maybe like a year after he did, So it was a double whammy for me. And it was a whole rebuilding process, a whole transitional period for me during those few years of my life. And it really sticks with me to this day, right? Because I mean, I believe that when we lose people in the transition, right? I don't know how everybody feels about it, but for me personally, I want to always remember them and honor them in some way, especially when they're special people and they're really close to you. So, and sometimes we get caught up with life just being hectic, and
Right.
we tend to forget, to be honest, sometimes. So every now and again, I believe we need those little reminders to say, hey, remember this special person, remember this time, and have the fond and loving memories. So those are the two reasons for the actual business and the name. And the second reason would be just my overall passion, bro. My overall passion for fragrances.
Man, bro, I think it's so dope, right? I think in life, a lot of us have a why, right? Um, and if you don't have a why, I suggest you guys getting a why because it reminds you every single day. But having that why, within the name of your brand, I think it's very, very personal to you, of course, man. I think it's very dope, to include that and to know that that's what you stand by, and that's what you stand for, bro. So
And the
I
thing
know
is,
that.
what people got to realize too, right? Especially with business, because I can tell you things get really, really hard, right? So it's got to be more than the money, right? It can't be about the money. It can't be just about the money. It's got to be something else that's pushing you and that's driving you to just keep you going, keep doing what you're doing, keep being consistent, keep maintaining your standards, all of that stuff, bro.
Right, right. So my question for you is, Drew, and we're actually, you guys, I do have a list of questions for Drew here today, but my question for you is, Drew, that whenever it comes to passion, right, for fragrances and passion for your business, like what keeps driving Drew Foster? What keeps your passion going every single day for a fragrance game that sometimes can be, sometimes this fragrance game, man, can be harsh, right? Especially whenever we're talking about people calling, KingsGate a clone house. Like, yeah,
I'm glad you touched on that, bro. I'm glad you touched on that.
yeah,
Because
bro.
for me, honestly, it's just the reaction from my customers, bro. I'm gonna be honest. If it's even
Sure.
one person, it doesn't gotta be a million people, it doesn't gotta be 50, even if it's just one person. Because in life, this is my thing. You gotta, if you can impact one person in a positive way, right? That's always a good thing,
That's real.
right?
That's real.
And that's just it, man. It's just the customer, the love and just the responses. Fragrances make, I mean, people wouldn't even understand what a fragrance sometimes can do to a person, right? And that's the thing. It lifts their confidence, gives them more self-esteem, right? It just makes them overall I mean, I got a mess. I think it was last night. I think it was last night, or yeah, I think it was last night. I got an iron from somebody who was wearing, actually it was an Amouage fragrance, right? He said he was wearing Vibrant V, right? Sunshine,
Oh,
Sunshine Man,
yeah,
right? And he was like, yo, this shit makes me feel so happy,
yeah, bro.
right?
Yeah,
And things like that, man, it puts a smile on my face, man. I mean, it's priceless. Priceless.
and coming from somebody, so let me go ahead and keep full disclosure with you guys, okay? Whenever I first met Drew, Drew actually reached out to me on Instagram, and he wanted to send me a few samples of from his house, and which first of all, man, I was very appreciative of, because you guys have to understand, some as a reviewer, nobody has to send us anything, right? Me personally, I'm appreciative of anybody that takes the time out of their day, to first and foremost recognize, the passion that I put in, but then also go forth as, saying, hey, I want you to try my fragrances. But anyway, man, whenever I got Drew fragrances, you guys, um, listen, man, you talking about quality. I believe that whenever somebody puts passion into something, you can truly gauge that passion whenever you experience, the product that they put out. And Drew, man, listen, matter of fact, you guys, I'll even show you, right? I don't know if you guys know about Tommy Iyami, Zerzov, But listen, man, he actually just released this. Whenever I smell this fragrance, you guys, you just smell, this wasn't just thrown together. You know what I'm saying? This was something that was actually well thought out. It's like I was in the lab with Drew. Like, that's how I feel. Like I was in the lab with him, man. Like, it's just very sensual, man. Like, you can tell that this is quality. So whenever I hear people talk about, clone houses, bro, when they kind of talk down to you guys, I'll be the first to say, man, I like this more than, Tommy Yami. Me personally speaking, I smell Tommy Yami inside one of the niche shops down here. But man, just you did something different with this fragrance. I can't quite put my hand on it, but it makes me feel more mature, bro. Like it's so resonant. Like it just lingers, bro. Like, and guys, 30 mils, I'm not lying to you, man. Like, you need to drop a 50 mil of this, bro, because it's just one of those. But I definitely smell, man, the time that you took to put into your fragrances, man. So I salute you, fam, for real.
Thank you. And to be honest, bro, my other thing with clones is that people got to understand, I mean, like, we bring variety. Right. We bring variety to the market, right? And two, right, I remember I was having this discussion. I mean, as I told you, like I was fortunate for a few years to have another reviewer, right next to my cubicle at work. He sits right next to me, right? So we're always having discussions on fragrances and fragcom and clones and niche houses and stuff like that, right? And what I was always trying to explain to him is that for me, and I mean, I guess they teach this in economics too, right? If you have two products, right? One expensive, one is not too expensive, or one is cheaper than the other, right? And they're providing the consumer with the same level of satisfaction, right? The smart consumer is always going to pick the cheaper product because he knows it's everybody's disposable income. I don't care how rich you are, your disposable income is finite. It's not infinite. It can end, right? So the more you save, right, is the more you can put to other stuff. And for me personally, right, it takes cash to care, and we should always try to impact and make others' lives better. I think that's our main and primary purpose in this world, right? So honestly, we can't be spending all our money on luxury. We got to put it in more meaningful things, right? So we got to save a little here and there, right, to put to other things, to benefit our lives in other ways and other people's lives in other ways, right? And to be honest, I believe clones helps with that when you compare the prices in niche to clones. And if you can find a clone house that will provide you with the same level of satisfaction.
And Drew, right? I want to ask you about this, bro.
Yeah.
Because people use the term cheap, right? But somebody reached out to me one time on my video. They said, "Hey, man, you should use the term affordable, right?" And listen, you being a perfumer, you knowing what goes into these fragrances, I think a lot of times, and correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of times we're just paying for name, bro. Because if I take your bottles of cologne and I place it in, a high-end, niche fragrance, bro, and sell it, and say, hey, this is the new, I'm not going to, for privacy reasons, of course, I'm not going to say the actual name of like a brand, but let's say that we take your fragrance, Drew, and we place it in a high dollar niche. People are going to think that that's, they're not going to know the difference, bro, because this is my thing. It's like luxury, it's like luxury goods, right? So you might have like a Versace belt or something like that, or a Louis Vuitton belt. It's a belt, At the end of the day, bro, it's a belt. Like they don't take gold off of, gold bars and carve your belt out, right? It's still a belt, So at the end of the day, we're only paying for names. How do you feel about that, bro?
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, and there was a topic. I think it was in one of the Facebook groups that I was in. I mean, I can use myself as an example.
Okay.
Right? I drive a BMW, right? But I drive a BMW because ever since I was young, I think maybe when I was about 15, 16, right, I promised myself there was a car on the market at the time. There was a particular BMW on the market at the time that I wanted. And I promised myself that, yo, when you start working, you get a good job, all that stuff, you're going to buy that car. Right. Which after a few years I did. And I got into the habit of loving BMWs. But if I'm honest with you, we're only paying for a goddamn name. And that's just the truth.
That's a fact, bro.
Mhm.
Right? That's just how it works
Right.
with luxury goods. You're paying for the name. And that's
Yep.
just the fact of the matter. It's just the truth, bro. Whether we want to admit it or not, that's just how it is.
So
it's not to
whenever
say
you
that
create,
Whenever you create your
it's not like to say that the more affordable stuff are not of the same quality, right? We're just paying for a name. And that's just pretty much it.
for sure, bro.
for sure,
For
bro.
sure. Not
Sure. Not
just me as a
just me
as a
as
consumer.
a consumer.
I think
I think
the more that I got into
the more that I got
fragrances,
into
man,
fragrances,
you know, especially as a reviewer
especially as a
now,
reviewer now,
you know, I'm in Middle
I'm
Easterns,
in Middle
bro, and
Eastern,
you
bro,
know,
and
clone houses,
clone
Indies, and
houses,
stuff like
Indies, and
that.
stuff like that.
To be honest, bro,
To
there's
be
not a
honest, bro,
difference
there's
for
not a
me.
difference.
But
But
I would say only
I
in
would say
certain
only in
houses. So
certain
like
houses.
one of my favorite
My
houses, bro,
favorite
being
houses were
Amouage,
being
right?
Amouage, right?
Um, you know this, Drew.
You
The
know this,
quality
Drew.
that's
The
in
quality
Amouage
that's
is
in
hard to
Amouage is
duplicate.
hard to
That's why whenever you
That's
sent
why
me
whenever
the
you sent me
Amouage
the Amouage
samples, bro, I was like,
samples,
man,
bro, I was like, man,
Drew, you did it, bro. Like,
you did it, bro.
you know,
Like,
I'm saying
Right,
congrats,
right.
bro. You really did something that is hard, you know, to grasp, bro. Like
like
the type of ingredients that
type
they
of
use, the way
ingredients
that they
use,
blend
the way
them,
that they blend
it's not a
them.
simple process,
It's
man.
not a
So,
simple process, man.
Right.
So,
can I
can I
say it's okay for me to spend, you know, $200
not say
plus
it's okay
on a
for me
bottle of
to
M
spend,
Wise?
$200 plus
Although it
on a
might be
bottle of
overpriced, I would
M-Wise,
still do it because I'm loyal to that house.
although
You
it
know,
might
I
be
actually
overpriced,
appreciate the
I would
fragrances, but a
be
lot of other
loyal to
times,
the
bro,
house. You know, I actually
I
appreciate
find
the
it
fragrances,
hard,
but a
you
lot of
know,
other times,
to
bro,
spend
Right.
200
I
plus,
find it
100
hard,
plus
you know, to
on
spend
these
200
designers,
plus,
you know,
100
because
plus
whenever you have
on
Middle
these
Easters, bro, whenever
designers,
you
you
have
know,
clone
because
houses,
whenever you
you
have
know,
Middle
indie
Easters,
houses,
bro,
bro,
whenever you have
creating
clone
great
houses,
fragrances.
you know, indie houses,
I
bro,
mean,
great fragrances.
I'm a smart man, bro. It doesn't
mean,
make sense to me
I'm
financially.
a smart
you know
man, bro. It doesn't make sense.
Right. And I mean, to be honest, bro, in life we have with everything we have we gotta have a balance. We have to have a
Right.
balance. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with
Right.
that.
For sure, bro. So, Drew, I know we have questions
Drew,
here.
I know we have
I'm going to ask you another question that I have
I'm
for
gonna
you,
ask
bro.
you another question I have.
What is your overall goal
What is
with
your overall
KingsGate? Like,
goal?
5 to 10 years
Like,
from now,
5 to
where
10
do you
years
see
from now,
KingsGate Fragrances
where do you
being?
see KingsGate Fragrances being?
Well, I mean, my overall goal pretty much is to pretty much just keep putting out quality products, keep making my customers satisfied. Of course, growth, once we do the right things, will be inevitable. So to grow and expand,
Sure.
right? But I mean, I'm the type of guy like this. I'll make my customers lead the way, man. I make my customers lead the way, pretty much. So I'm pretty much open to. I'm always open to suggestions. I'm always open to creating new things, because at the end of the day, it's the customers that really makes the business, pretty much. So without them, we wouldn't be here. So
Right.
yeah, right. I make them guide my path, bro. I make them guide my path.
I'm glad that you
I'm
said
glad
that,
that
bro.
you said that, bro.
Another question that I
Another
have for
question
you
I have
is,
for you is,
whenever you're thinking
whenever
about,
you're
you know,
thinking about,
fragrances to
fragrances
clone or, you know, to make it
or,
inspired by, like, what is your
what
process
is your
like? How do
process
you
like? How do you
find out what
find out
exactly what cologne you're going to, a fragrance you're going to make an impression on?
make an impression?
All right. Well, that in a sense will go back to my comment about striking a balance in life, because
Right.
I look at it from all aspects. Because there are times when, for example, I personally will think a fragrance is just so good that I need to put it out, regardless whether I make a sale or not. It's
Yeah.
just I respect it that much, because that's what I did with Amouage is Dear Man or Dear Poor Home.
Yeah,
Tame the Vigor.
but
I
it's so
respect
different.
it. Yeah, I respected that fragrance so much, man. I just had to put it out. I say I know a lot of people don't know about it, but I'm gonna do it regardless, because this fragrance is just so damn good.
Bro,
Right, and
huge
that's why I did
respect,
that.
respect.
Right. On the flip side, there is something that I'm working on now. I'm not gonna let it out the bag yet, but I mean, it wasn't. I mean, for those who are in my group would already probably know about it, right? I mean, I put out a particular fragrance, and he made a comment, and he said, "Hey, I tried this fragrance with this fragrance, and it worked so well together. Would you do a hybrid?" And I'm like, okay, bro, I'm open to it. Let me test it out. Let me try it and see if I like it. Well, I did it, bro. Word it to work, right? And
Yeah.
let's just say it's a wrap.
Oh man, bro. You got to
So,
let me know,
I mean,
bro.
in that aspect, I listen to my customers a lot as well, right? I mean, and at the same time, truth be told, sometimes you gotta follow the lead with the market as well, right? So I just make the decision from all aspects, bro, pretty much. There's no one
I think that's
particular
so dope.
reason or one identifying fact which I use to say, okay, I'm gonna put this fragrance out or put that fragrance out. It's just the whole scheme of everything coming together.
Yeah, I think I like that a lot, man, because like me personally as a consumer, I like to wear stuff that nobody really knows about, bro. And so whenever I'm scrolling through your website, bro, I'm like, never heard of that before. I want to smell it, bro. Just going piggybacking on clone houses and indie houses being affordable. I would rather get behind an affordable indie house or a clone house that I know that they're going to bring quality fragrance than to buy a decan or a sample. That's just me personally speaking, because I'm going to 9 times out of 10, if I know exactly, the quality that house is bringing, I can kind of gauge if I'm going to like that fragrance. But sometimes, bro, I end up liking, the indie house so much, I don't really, or the clone house so much, I don't really feel the need, to purchase the real bottle or the real thing, bro.
Understood, bro.
Yeah, bro. So Drew, get on to another question for you, brother. Man, we have a lot, bro. Let's see here. So as far as fears and doubts, whenever it came to KingsGate Fragrances, right? And whenever you first started the brand, how did you tackle those fears if you did have them? And even if you still have those fears right now, how do you overcome those?
Well, what I can say right now is the fears, they're gone. Fears are gone. All fears are gone. I mean, initially, it didn't really start it out as fear, because for most of us, when we're embarking on a new journey, we're usually, enthusiastic, right? We're usually excited. We're usually like, "Whoa, I'm doing this, da 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 da." So it started out with excitement, right? And of course, it was a learning process. So of course, you're gonna fail, right? So, throughout those times, a few times the questions came up. Man, are you really gonna be good at this? Is this really gonna do well? But I just had to erase those doubts, bro. And at the same time, the going back to the fundamental reasons of why I started it or why I embarked on a journey, right? That kind of helped to fuel me and push me, right? So I just kept doing it, just keep mixing, just keep blending, just keep wearing to work, just keep wearing out in public, just trying and trying and trying until I got there. Until I got there, bro.
Man, I feel like that translates to a lot of avenues in life for people, bro. I think your passion, is kind of what keeps us going, right, bro?
Yeah.
A lot of people, man, you find out you're passionate about something. If you keep trying something, you end up giving up. Well, you wasn't passionate about it, bro. So, man, this huge salute, bro. Is there any advice you can give to somebody, bro? Even
I can tell you personally, for me, a lot of it too, I can tell you, this was all pretty much from start, embarking on a journey, because a lot of people may not know. They know now, but I'm actually in Jamaica right now, bro.
Yeah.
But the business is in Atlanta. Right? The business is in Atlanta. I'm sitting in Jamaica right now talking to you. Right? Yeah. So for me, I can tell you it wasn't easy, because it's a lot of traveling back and forth. Right? It's pretty expensive. I can tell you that. Right? Even just the startup, it was all my cash, out of pocket, no loans, no anything, just my savings. Right? So it was a lot. Right? It was hectic. It was hard. People even questioned. Local people would say, "Man, how are you gonna do it? and you're gonna be here and you're gonna be there and da 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 da. How is it gonna work? But I just stuck with it and just fine-tuned what I could fine-tune, adjust what I could adjust, and just made it work, bro. Just made it work. You just gotta have a dream and just gotta work towards it. At the end of the day, it's as simple as that. Once you do keep doing the right things, everything will fall in place and it will work out.
Sure, brother. That's love, man.
That's love, man.
Staying. People use the term, consistent a lot. I feel like persistent. Persistent is a better word.
Right.
Ability to stay persistent means that I'm going to keep going, and no matter what come along the way, I'm going to keep fighting through those bumps, bro. So, man, bro, huge
persistency and consistency go together.
For sure, bro. For sure. Yeah, bro. So Drew, I'm gonna. So you guys, everybody that's watching this video right now, we're going to leave 10 minutes at the end of this interview to address any questions or comments that you guys do have. But also, you guys, if you drop down KingsGate Fragrances in the comments. That's how you'll be entered in for the giveaway, you guys. Drop KingsGate Fragrances in the comments, man. But on with the last question that I have for you. What's one thing people should come to expect whenever they purchase the KingsGate Fragrances?
All right, the main thing, quality.
Sure.
I will never, and I repeat, I will never sacrifice quality, right? And I'll be honest, a lot of people been messaging me and Instagramming me, Facebooking me. When is this gonna be back in stock? When is that gonna be back in stock? Because a few things are out of stock now, but I mean, I will never put out a fragrance before it's ready, bro. Sure. I will never do that. I stick to strict maceration periods. So that is why from time to time when things go to stock, there'll be a little lag or a wait time before I bring it back. Because, I mean, I'm not going to sacrifice quality for anything.
That's love, bro.
Got to stand by the quality. Got to maintain the quality. You got to maintain the bar that I set.
For sure, bro. How do you? Well, when do you feel like a fragrance is ready? Like, how do you know? Like, okay, this is the one.
In terms of to put out or
to put out. Yeah, to put out.
For me, it's pretty much systematic. It's a systematic process because everything. Okay, let me tell you. I don't know how everybody else does their thing, but I don't release something unless I wear it first. Okay. Everything I put out, I've already tested. I've already tried it to ensure that it's optimum quality, performs. So everything for me is systematic. So I already know based on my logs and everything I do when something is ready based on the time.
Okay.
Yes, it's a systematic process for me.
What about I guess the smell of the fragrance? Like, have you ever put a fragrance out and you was like, oh man, like I could have done this different. Like maybe you put a fragrance out, right? And months later, you're like, okay, man, maybe I should have did this different, you know?
Well, I've never had that experience before. I can't say I've had that experience before. That could be because at the same time, I have so many goddamn fragrances to get through, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Some things I don't even get a chance to go back to be honest. Yeah, some things I go back to it maybe months later when I don't even remember what it was like the first time I smelled it.
Yeah, bro. Well, me personally, fam, I can say from the 10 plus fragrances, that I do have from you, man. There's not one fragrance.
Yeah, but so far, what I've heard though, everything gets better. All my fragrances get better with time. So maybe that's another reason why I haven't encountered that problem.
Man, yeah, bro. You put out some fire, bro. I was wearing that. I was wearing that Porto Seco, the Amwash clone the other day. And, man, it kind of feels like about the Sunshine clone that you made. It just made me happy, bro. I just felt good wearing the fragrance, So,
yeah, I mean, it's a really good. I don't think Beach Hut Man or Porto Seco, for example, Well, Portosino gets a lot of love because I think it's sold out now. Yeah, but I don't think Amouage Big Chunk Man gets the love and respect that it should. It's a really nice fragrance, bro. It's really, really nice.
It is.
It's just that it got overshadowed by so many other Amouages, but it's really good.
Yeah. Which is kind of, like it's like a double-edged sword. It's like a blessing and a curse at the same time for, you know, fragrance houses to have to keep putting out bangers, I'm even speaking to you, Drew. Keep putting out bangers because somebody can come to you and be like, hey man, what's your best fragrance? Well, all of them, you know, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. Like, so it kind of all depends on, you know, what kind of scent you like, you know, what kind of fragrance. Quality wise, man, you're killing it, bro. Like, for real. You guys, I'm not disclaimer, Drew did not pay me for this interview, nothing like that, you guys. Y'all watch my channel, man. But yeah, Drew, you kill it, man, every single time, bro.
Thanks a lot, bro. Thanks a lot.
For sure, brother. So, Drew, is there anything that you would like to address, bro, before we get to the comments?
Is there anything I'd like to address? Probably just to maybe like send a few shout outs, man, because I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like throughout this journey, it was a long process, long journey. Right. But there are a lot of people that within the community who actually showed me love. I was just a no-name guy. I wasn't even big I'm still not even big in Fragcom, to be honest, because I mean, I was never really that active in Fragcom as much. I mean, did a few trades here and there, did a few purchases, but I mean, wasn't really like an active poster or active commenter or none of that stuff. I just got fragrances for the love of fragrances for the most part, with average based communication throughout the community, right? But a lot of people showed me love, man. I mean, for me, I gotta be honest too, like, I mean, I had a drive already to do this, but like I said before, when you hear it from outsiders, especially people who you don't even know, right? Who don't have a reason but to be honest, bro, it makes you feel good, and it actually helps your confidence, gives you more encouragement, all of that stuff, man. So I want to send a few shout outs, man. People like Chris Knighton, people like Khalil Nazir, Corvin Woods, Mike Linnedy, Ivan Griffin, Ryan Hertz, Mohammed, Mothana Kamor, David Lassette, Chris Williams, Craig Williams, Matthew Gentles, David Bonner. I mean, just everybody who's been pretty much supporting me throughout this journey, man. I mean, love y'all, bro. And many, many thanks.
That's love, bro.
Many, many appreciations. I mean, couldn't do it without y'all, bro. Couldn't do it without y'all. Thanks a lot. From the bottom of my heart. Fam. Appreciate it.
That's love, fam.
Well, man, before we get to the comments, Drew, I just want to tell you, man, that I appreciate you, brother, for coming on this show, man, and just showing us who you are, man, showing us who KingsGate Fragrances is, bro. I already know who KingsGate Fragrances is. I know every single time I purchase a bottle, but for those that don't know, brother, I hope that this video, helps them, if not buy, support and buy fragrance from you, just get to know, who you are as a person, who you are as a brand. You guys, Drew is a stand-up guy, man. Out of a lot of, companies and brands that there are, in Fragcom, KingsGate is a brand that I purchase from a lot, man. Every single time, bro, I get quality, bro. So really shout out to you.
And it would be remiss of me. It would be remiss of me to not, to not shout out Dua, to not shout out Alexandria, to not shout out Gennari, right? To not shout out Jake Sagreto, right? And all the other people who I used to purchase from too, and still do to this day, right? Yeah, they're also in the market and they're players, but gotta give props where props is due, gotta give respect where respect is due, right? And we're in this community together. Right, and it's all love, bro. It's all love.
That's love.
We all
do
good things. We all put out great stuff.
Heck yeah, true.
So, bro, family, bro. It's a family.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, man. You already know our Fragz.
You already know Fragz.
Thank you for showing love, bro, and not showing hate, bro. So Drew, get into the comments, bro. Let's address some of these, man. Going back to the top. Man, it's a lot of comments.
All
right, man. Let's see here, buddy. Oh, somebody asked what fragrance you were talking about, the one that you're going to be releasing soon. But just if you don't want to say it,
no, I can let it out. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I can let it out.
All right.
Yeah, it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid of Virgin Island water and wood sage and sea salt by Joe Malone.
Joe Malone?
Yeah, it's a hybrid of Creed's Virgin Island water and wood sage and sea salt by Joe Malone.
Oh man, bro, that's gonna be right on time.
It's really good. It's really, really good. It's really good.
There you go, bro. All right, man. Let's see here. There you go, Drew. You just getting hella love in the comments, man. All right, let's see here.
And just to put it out there for the people who don't know, Joe Malone fragrances are made to be layered, so don't be afraid to layer them. Right? A lot of people speak to the performance of their fragrances, right? But that's because they're made to be layered.
I haven't even tried Joe Malone fragrance yet.
Yeah. A lot of people tend to speak to like the fact that they don't perform and they don't last as long, but they're composed that way because they're made to be layered.
Let's see here.
I mean, you can even like if you go to the website, if you go to their website, I think there's a section on their website that also gives you suggestions in terms of what fragrances can be layered with what other fragrances. So they're free to check that out too. Just for information.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Just for people who don't know. Yeah, it's there. It's there. You can look it up. It's there.
I know Creed's Virgin Island water, bro. Yeah, that's definitely a good one. Bro. So that Virgin Island water with that sea salt, you said?
Yeah, it was a pretty. I gotta hand it to that customer. It was a pretty good suggestion. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah, bro. I'm looking forward to it, Drew. But bro, you're getting a lot of love in the comments, Drew. We have one from Hidden Gems podcast channel saying for such a good interview, I'm going to buy 2 cents right now. Sounds like a very humble guy, bro.
Thanks, man. I'm yeah, that's what I say. I'm just your regular dude, man. I'm just your regular dude. Just your regular guy.
But Drew, I'm not going to take up too much time anymore, bro. Like I said, man, I want to thank you so much, man, for pulling up to the first podcast, bro. Showing love, just spending time with us, man, to tell us about KingsGate Fragrances, about who you are as a person.
Thanks a lot, bro. I appreciate it.
Oh, anything else you want to say to the people,
brother? Keep smelling good. Keep smelling good. Much love to y'all. Thanks for supporting the channel, supporting me. Couldn't do it without y'all. Much love.
Heck yeah, brother. All right, I'll talk to you, Drew.
All right, peace out, bro.
Yo, man, look, bro. Drew is such a cool guy, man. I hope you guys did enjoy this interview. Thank you guys for showing up, man, pulling up, showing love in the comments. And rock with me, man. You guys already know. Hey, first of all, what are y'all drinking on, man? Show me right now in the comments. What y'all got in y'all hand? What's your frags of the day? Let's see here. Huge love, man. Huge love. We got I Smell in the comments. We got House of Colossus, Aromatics. That's love, man. That's love. But yo, check this out, man. It's your boy Var from 20 Degrees in LA. You already know what we do, man. We smell good. We look good. We feel good, baby. Fragz Double Cupz. We talk fragrances and pull up. Until next time, you guys, I got a huge, hey, matter of fact, I'm going to give it to you guys right now, man. Mark your calendars. May 7th. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? May 7th, bro. We got big beer business in the house, my boys. So listen, hit that like button, man. Comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your auntie. Hey, tell your grandma, tell your granddad. I don't care who you tell, man. But yeah, we got big beer business in the house. May 7th, you guys. Huge shout out to my boy Drew over at KingsGate Fragrances. I'm going to see you guys next time, man. Let's get it.
Like